Hello, Leo. Welcome to your random tarot reading. I'm using the Mystic Medley Tarot. I was drawn to it because it reminded me of Betty Boop. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is you in the past being emotionally fulfilled. Just being emotionally fulfilled. But in order for you to be emotionally fulfilled, you had to go through a lot. You really had to be cutthroat. You had to cut somebody off with this Queen of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Death card. It's like, I don't want to do this, but if I have to, I will, and you did what you thought was best. And this caused an ending of sorts because we have that Five of Cups and the Death card. Okay. Now, you literally could have had someone in your family die, not that you killed them, but they could have died from a health condition or anything could have happened. If this is involving a relationship, it may not even be that your partner died, but it could be that, because, with the death card, sometimes it can represent death, and sometimes you won't see the death card at all in a reading where somebody died, but either somebody passed away, whether a partner or somebody in your family, or what could have happened, because this was in the past. I mean, I'm not afraid to talk about it if it's in the past. I don't like talking about it in the future because then people get scared that they're going to die or something. And death doesn't always mean death. If you didn't have a death in your family or your partner is still alive, this reading, may not apply to you, that part of the reading. But death can represent a catastrophic ending. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Psychology, this is a permanent and irrevocable change, ending, transition, or transformation, and the incursion of a great or significant loss. Now is the time to give up the fight. Okay? So this was a merciless clearing and cleansing process. Major breakthrough realizations, natural cycles of ending and beginning, and all things must come to an end. So by severing our attachments to the false safety and security nets of the past, we find a deeper wellspring of self-reliance and self-assurance of the type that can see us through anything. By fully accepting what is gone and even helping to implement the transition, we psychologically reset and reprogram ourselves for ongoing happiness, contentment, and success. So you need to focus on your thoughts at this time. Take a deep breath. If this has to do with a relationship, these are irresolvable problems, or in other words, irreconcilable differences. And the bond of love is damaged beyond the point of repair. This was the ultimate release. In some situations, the ultimate release or final eradication of a non-nourishing, non-supportive, non-validating relationship, okay? If you are single, this card indicates an emotionally difficult but necessary period of transformation. Okay? So don't focus on this energy, because continually preparing for the worst, expecting things to end badly, or falsely imagining yourself unworthy of love will mentally attract and manifest the exact situations and people that will fulfill such negative prophecies. The physical world reflects back exactly what you imagine yourself worthy of or allow yourself to experience. Now, I don't necessarily believe in all this stuff. I'm just reading a book, But I see the point in it because it's kind of like if you go grocery shopping, okay? And you see a bag of cookies and you want those cookies, but you believe that you're not worthy of cookies. So you don't buy the cookies, okay? Then you're not going to get the cookies because you didn't buy them. You didn't take a chance and buy them. So we've got to speak up for ourselves. If you believe you are worthy of love, you have to speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak up for yourself, you're going to attract people that come into your life that don't acknowledge you because you don't feel like you deserve to be acknowledged. But somebody was really hurting you, and you ended it so you could have emotional fulfillment, okay? Now in the present, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you nurturing and taking care of yourself, Queen of Pentacles. And of course, we have the Justice card, which it was listed in here as the eradication of a non-nourishing, non-supportive, non-validating relationship. And the Chariot. So you're leaving, but you're using a lot of self-control to leave, okay? We have 2 sevens with this because the Chariot is 7 and 7 of Swords is 7. 7, 7, right? So you got lucky. 7 usually represents good luck according to some people, and you got lucky. You got lucky when you left this person. Let's look at that Chariot card in the book for more words on it. Chariot. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. That quote is from Theodore Roosevelt. So you're taking care of yourself at this time, but you put in a lot of hard work to be able to take care of yourself. Outstanding drive, focus, determination, and endurance. A winning spirit. They don't stop to question or allow themselves to be caught up in the apathy, doubt, confusion, resistance, overthinking, overanalyzing, worry, and anxiety that results in complete inertia. They quickly accept and adapt, surfing the arrhythmic and undulating happenstances of life. I'm not trying to read all these big words. I'm just trying to read this book to clarify this. You may have a winner takes all attitude. So it's almost like whoever you were with, there could have been some sort of competition. And it's not that you're trying to show off you winning the competition in the present. It's just that you're taking care of yourself at this time. And you're not really saying much about it. So if you got a divorce, and say if you got the house or the car, or whatever you got, you're not bragging about it. You're not rubbing it in your opponent's face. You're just sneaking off to go take care of yourself. Now in the future, we have 3 of Cups. This is some sort of celebration, 3 of Cups. Tell me more about the 3 of Cups. Okay. Somebody wants to hang out with you. We have Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords. This person is very rigid in their beliefs and what they do with this Hierophant energy. And they want some sort of new beginning. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is not a good card. The reason why I say it's not a good card is because if you look into the history of tarot and what Wheel of Fortune actually used to represent, one of my tarot books, Wheel of Fortune used to represent, a day when they chose a new king. And in order to have a new king, they would either kill or behead the old king. And I'm not saying anyone's going to do that to you, but I'm just saying for that example, it was an example of how things can happen to us beyond our control. So this is a new beginning, but it's out of your control. Once you get swept up into it, it's going to be out of your control. This is the universe stepping in, okay? The universe is stepping in. There is no such thing as accident. It is fate misnamed. Okay? Now, you may be having a futile resistance to a major life change of some sort. It could be that you're resisting making new friends. I mean, with that Three of Cups card, you may be resisting making new friends. This is crucial growth and transformation. So, I mean, really, it is a good card, but what's bad about it is you have no control. You have to, if you have issues with control, this is not a good card for you because you have to accept letting go of control. So, your attitude at this time is the Page of Cups. You could be in your emotions right now. You might be apologizing to everybody. I know some people do that when they're drunk. I had a friend that used to do that. Like, I've never seen him. Well, actually, I did used to see him do that sometimes, but so I don't know if some of you are drinking or if you just feel like apologizing to everybody. It's kind of like that kid that is learning all these different rules and regulations of the world. They're learning how to say please and thank you, and they're just new to the world, and they're learning how to say sorry to people, or they feel like saying sorry. Or it could be that since this is in your attitude position, maybe you want someone to make an apology to you. Like, well, I'll talk to them, but they need to apologize first. That type of energy. Good luck with that if you're dealing with a fixed sign. I really think this is your energy, though, based on these clarification cards. Because we get the Emperor, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Wands. You're releasing a heavy burden that you've been stuck in, some sort of energy. And you're basically saying that you're sorry for something you did in the past. You're cutting ties by apologizing and letting go. Because in previous situations, you may have contributed to certain things. And it may not even be that you even contributed to certain things. I mean, if you were in a relationship where, somebody was abusing you, and yeah, you were staying, but you were not doing anything back. If that is your story, it could just be a situation where this is your first time standing up to somebody that you are dealing with. So it's like you're saying, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm me. I'm sorry for existing. I'm sorry for being myself. It could be that type of energy. So, but the reason why you're trying to apologize is you may still be deriving your sense of self-worth and ego validation on your outward successes and achievements with that Emperor card, okay? So that could be the reason why you're apologizing. You may not feel bad about certain things, but you may feel bad about the fact that you didn't get to achieve something. So, for example, if you didn't, make an A like your parents wanted you to on a test or something like that, you don't feel bad about it, but you're apologizing because you didn't achieve. You didn't, it's not that you see it as being morally wrong or not. I mean, which it's not. I mean, it's just school, but you're apologizing because you've been taught to see your self-worth in terms of outward success and achievements. That kind of reminds me of a shirt I saw in Spencer's the other day. I think it said something like, I'm a big disappointment. And I'm not calling you a big disappointment, Leo. I'm just saying that some people really do feel that way. Some people, when they're apologizing to families that put a lot of pressure on them, they're like, well, I'm sorry I failed. I'm sorry I'm not the A student. I'm sorry that, I am who I am. I'm sorry that I'm not psychologically perfect. So, everyone is different and nobody is perfect. And we all have bad things that happened to us in our past. I mean, there are some people that have better childhoods, but we all have things that remind us of certain events that happened in our past. So, regardless of what you did or didn't do, you're basically maybe apologizing for not having succeeded the way people wanted you to. You could be trying to make up for it. I don't know. Influencing you is the lovers. The lovers. There could have been something you said to a lover that upset them or they upset you. And that's why you feel this need to apologize or you want them to apologize. So somebody's emotional validation is sought via their ability to attract lovers, partners, friends, fans, and admirers. So this is where you and this person differ. You might get your self-worth based on achievements. This person gets their self-worth based on who they can attract to them. They're like, do I still got it? And that attitude used to just annoy me, especially coming from married men because I felt like telling them, no, you don't still got it. Now leave me alone, but the lovers can indicate a major form of distraction as their desirous or amorous frame of mind is too easily seduced by new ideas, actions, emotions, environments, or individuals, okay? So there's an angel in this card, and the angel is here to tell us that placing too much importance on material or physical pleasures and even the outer appearances of objects or people can be at the expense of our greater happiness and well-being, okay? Hmm. By releasing endorphins in the brain, pleasuring the physical senses has an effect similar to alcohol or sugar consumption and renders the higher mind inoperable and the lower mind at its least discerning. Okay? You could end up making painful mistakes. When this card appears in a reading, it is likely to be a time to heed any higher angelic advice, okay? So, when you see this card in a reading, you need to, when you're done with listening to this reading, look up angel readings, or you can even buy your own angel cards and get messages from angels, because you have to be careful. You have to tread lightly in a situation like this. You can't just go to any random tarot reader or tarot reading and, oh, the tarot reader said we're meant to be, so we're meant to be. No, like, with this Lovers card, it's best to get angel messages. What do the angels have to tell you, okay? Because the angels know all about somebody. The angels know about somebody's history, they know about somebody's childhood, they know about their Akashic records, they know about all of that, possibly. I'm not really sure about the Akashic records, but from what I've heard, angels practically know everything about us. So you need to consult this person's angels to figure out why they are drawn to you. What makes you so special? What are they trying to get from you? Now, this may be a relationship that is physically passionate but may lack substance. Okay. This is the defining make or break moment when a person comes up for air, when they begin to see clearly, logically, and rationally whether their partner's long-term goals, inclinations, and character truly align with their own. Okay? Because what's going to happen with this Lovers card is when we get this close and personal with somebody, eventually our true desires and feelings come out. So if you don't want to be with this person, that's going to come out. If you want to be with this person, that's going to come out. When you get really close like this, eventually your true desires come out. So let's clarify that. Yeah, this could also be some ambivalence about a partner or romantic situation. You're not really sure about this. So we have Three of Pentacles. This could be someone from work, okay? We have the Hermit and the Three of Wands. There's too many threes in this, okay? Too many threes. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Hermit. I'm not seeing any cup cards for this Lover's card. It's almost like somebody was, I think this is your energy with this Hermit card. I think you were feeling all alone. And this was a coworker of yours. And the only reason they were interested in you was because your ships were coming in with this Three of Wands. Because there's no cups cards for that Lover's card. They were interested in you because your ships were coming in. So some of you could have been retiring. Some of you could have been leaving the job because you were retiring or something else of that nature. And this was why they were interested in you. This is not about love. This is about money. This is about property. This is about what you have to offer them. Me, me, me. Somebody was trying to seduce you because something was coming in for you. I already hear some birds chirping outside. The obstacle is the Knight of Pentacles. This person is taking a long time with this offer. They're very nervous about it, okay? Otherwise, they wouldn't be taking such a long time. We also have Knight of Swords and the Sun. Now, since the Sun has appeared, it says when influenced by transparency-seeking cards, as far as the Lover's card is concerned, a moment of honest introspection can help determine whether a relationship will remain mutually satisfying in the long term or whether it is only skin deep. So we're about to find out whether this relationship is mutually satisfying or whether it's only skin deep. But like I said, with that Three of Wands, I think this person's just after what you have. We also have Seven of Wands. So this person wants to come rushing in with the Sun energy. And this energy may be them saying, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy with you. I just want to be happy. As if they can't be happy by themselves, you know? Or they may even try to say, I just want you to be happy. They may get defensive and try to turn it on you. I just want you to be happy. I'm really not liking this energy, not because of the Sun card. You know, I can appreciate this person's honesty that they just want to be happy, but you know, if that's what they're saying, if they're admitting that they just want to be happy. But with this Knight of Swords energy, no. Knight of Swords is somebody who's condescending and they talk down to people. And this person could even add some condescension into this. Like, why won't you marry me? Don't you want to be happy? Or this is why you'll never be happy, because you can't trust anybody. You know, just some sort of game like that. Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Sun. The outcome of everything is the Four of Pentacles. Regardless of whether you tell this person yes or no, they're going to keep holding on to you. They're never going to let you go. It's almost like if you were in a workplace and you were about to retire and you did retire and then people from work never let you go. They kept calling you every now and then to be like, well, how's retirement? How are you doing? You know, and you know they don't really care about how you're doing. They're just jealous because they're not retired yet. But we have the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. This person can't sleep because they think about you at night and they think about communicating with you and they think about confessing their love for you. We finally see some cups. Seven of Cups. Okay. They think about confessing to you how they've been thinking about you. Okay? That's what they do. You don't see coming as the Four of Swords. I don't think you're even concerned about this person. You know, I know you came to this reading, but I think you're mainly concerned about your rest, getting a lot of rest with that Four of Swords energy. It kind of reminds me of work hard, play hard energy. You know, and it doesn't have to be playing, it could be resting. Work hard, rest hard. You know, somebody is resting or somebody is giving this a rest, and I think it's you. Yeah, we have Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords. You think about this person during the day, possibly. Or you may have anxiety or worries during the day. King of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So when you rest, you think about this person, but not that the way that they think about you, because you're up in your head. Now, if King of Pentacles does not represent them and it represents you instead, if you are King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, you could just be concerned about your money, resting and managing your money. So that's all I have, Leo. It just doesn't look like you're interested in love at this time. It looks like you're concerned about taking care of yourself. And this person is all up in their head about you. Seven of Cups is an okay card. It's just, it's another idealization card, like the Knight of Cups. Only Knight of Cups is better because it's an offer, but Seven of Cups is somebody losing their mind over you, possibly. They could be online watching tarot readings about you just to see what you'll do if they approach you. This is, the type of insecure energy. I don't know how many of you encountered this in high school, but you always had that guy who, and there are probably a lot of guys out there like this, where he didn't want to be rejected. He didn't like the feeling of rejection. So instead of taking a chance, he would have different people check up on the person and get information about the person to see whether they would say yes or no, which is very, to me personally, it is a turn off. I don't like being spied on. I don't like flying monkeys. I don't like people coming to me and asking me my opinion at any particular moment just to prepare something for somebody else. I mean, you either want to be with me or you don't. You're either going to ask me or you're not. But you're not going to send one of your little friends over to come talk to me, because then I'm going to be really turned off. And then I'm going to not want to associate with you, period. It's like, okay, this guy is insecure. He's dishonest. He can't come to my face. He has to be sneaky and go behind my back and use people to check up on me because he has insecurity issues. And if he has insecurity issues, those issues may lead to possessiveness. And I don't have time for that. I want to live my life. And what I don't want is a bunch of people following me around like I'm some sort of celebrity. And I'm sure that gets annoying for the celebrities with the paparazzi and everyone following them around. Because they always ask the questions at the wrong times, right? Not always, but some of the time somebody could fall on their face or have ice cream on their face, and that's when a paparazzi wants to ask someone a question. And so that's why I don't really think it's a good idea to have people come after somebody and prepare the scene ahead of time. I think it's very nerve-wracking. I think it's very annoying. And this is not high school. If somebody wants to be with me, they need to have the courage to approach me and tell me, hey, I like you. Do you want to spend time getting to know each other? And I can say yes. But I'm not going to put up with somebody trying to set things out a specific way. It's very controlling, it's very insecure. And I realize that I'm controlling myself when I talk about they need to approach me directly, but that's just how I am. If somebody can't approach me directly, they're not worth my time. They're just not worth my time. I've got better things to do than worry about somebody's little friends following me around and stalking me, and trying to see how I'm feeling at any given minute during the day. So, and I don't think a lot of Leos would tolerate that type of energy. Because Leos in general, are usually confident. Not all Leos are the same, but they're usually confident, and they want somebody who is going to approach them to their face, not somebody who's going to play little childish games. So if somebody likes you, you will know. They will tell you. If they don't tell you and they have little friends coming around spying on you, it's because they're insecure and maybe you're being looked at as more of a possession than a human being. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. And I hope this person learns to let go of you, because based on the cards I was seeing, this person doesn't know how to step up. And if they can't step up in the beginning, they won't step up. So, um, there are workbooks out there for people that lack confidence. There's counseling, there's all sorts of help out there. Um, if you are focused on your money, keep focusing on it. Because this person is kind of in la la land. It's almost like they think that you are the solution to all of their problems. And that's not a good type of energy to be in. Somebody has mentally lost it. Somebody has went off the gravy train. Somebody's cheese has slid off their cracker. Whatever phrase you want to use. If somebody thinks that you're the solution to all of their problems, they need help. And what makes it worse is if this person is watching tarot readings, they're probably watching the readings and taking in all of that and believing every word, and then going back to all these other random ones. They're making their own emotions go up and down and up and down and up and down like a light switch. So they're just hurting themselves by obsessing over you. That's all I have, Leo. This person sounds like a stalker. Thank you. Be safe.